Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and recently you might have heard about KFC showing off a design for their KFC console. Now at first I thought this was just some sort of marketing stunt or something, but apparently it's real. They've got their own website showing all the various chips and everything. The design of the KFC console features a small slot to place your KFC chicken in while playing to keep it warm. And the way it's designed seems that the steam would come out the top of the console. The only problem would be that grease could leak down on the tray of the computer components, which you wouldn't want to do once you hear the price. Looking at the different pieces that would go into this console, it would cost thousands to buy. It's like buying the PS5 and Xbox One Series X together. On a quick side note, I hate how Xbox names their consoles. Do you think each time they're making a new console they hold the stupidest names competition to decide a name? Anyway, this thing would be extremely expensive, and seems that it would be more like a PC than any games console. The console also doesn't seem to contain a controller of any kind, so it seems more likely you'd use keyboard and mouse. I don't think there's any way KFC will just randomly release this to the public. I reckon this is going to be some sort of competition item or limited release for more publicity and for people to go to their restaurants. Alright guys, I'm here at KFC to finally get some answers. Hello?
Hello,
Could you give me some information on the KFC console, please?
but there's another one.
Let them in! Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and you might have heard recently about Microsoft announcing the design for their Xbox console. At first I thought this was just some sort of marketing stunt or something, but apparently it's real. I mean, a PC company making their own console? This is ridiculous. Anyway, as promised, today I'm going to go over the history of KFC and their various consoles from the late 80s all the way to the modern day. After the video game crash in the early 80s, there would be one console that would revive the console market. In 1984, KFC debuted the KFC-ES, or the Kentucky Fried Chicken Entertainment System. The console would be skeptical among consumers at first, but with the gimmick of cooking your KFC while playing, the console was a huge hit. In the late 80s, a small computer game company called Sega attempted to beat KFC by launching the Sega Genesis and their hit marketing campaign against KFC. However, KFC fired back with an even more popular advert that caused the Genesis to be merely a fad. In the mid-90s, McDonald's stepped into the console market with their McDonald's 7500. KFC needed to step up to take on this new competitor and teamed up with Sony to create a CD add-on for their console, the Super KFC. The console became known as the KFC PlayStation. During the 64-bit era, McDonald's still used a cartridge-based console, while KFC used the CD format, which gave them many more third-party developers and allowed them to overtake McDonald's in the console war. In the next generation, Pizza Hut tried to enter the ring, and McDonald's became a software developer after the failure of their recent console, the Drinkcast. KFC launched the Game Bucket and began to lose sales to Pizza Hut's Pizza Box console. KFC countered by entering the handheld market with the Bucket Boy, which gave them great success. In the early 2000s, KFC launched the KFX, which sold very well for a year until Pizza Hut launched the Slice in 2007. Which was popular for gamers as well as casual players. This caused it to become the best-selling console of all time. Pizza Hut also launched their own handheld console in the form of the DS, or dual screen, so KFC retaliated by introducing the TS, or triple screen. There were plans for the quadruple screen, but for some reason that didn't turn out. KFC finally took out Pizza Hut in the next generation when their console, the Slice 2, was launched and failed for not being properly developed for. KFC went back to the basics and launched the KFZ, which sold very well. Now KFC are the sole player in the console market, which is kind of strange when you think about it because they've literally got no competitors. What the? Okay, this is going to be hard to explain, but... Hang on a second, why do you look like me? That's what I need to explain. I'm from the original timeline. What? In my world, I travelled to KFC to investigate the new KFC console when I found a device that altered the timeline and made KFC take Nintendo's place as a console manufacturer. Nintendo? The company that died after their arcade titles? Well, in my time, they managed to survive through that and made many more consoles. How do we fix this? We have to destroy the phone that caused this. It's too powerful. Colonel? Well, hopefully everything's gone back to normal now. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic. You might have heard recently about LEGO developing their own console exclusively for LEGO games. I mean, at first I thought this was just some sort of marketing stunt or something, you know what they usually do. But apparently it's real. Ah!